Let's say that you wanted to create a vector of data. We can do that by doing myVec less than dash c paren 1 comma 4 comma 7. So now we created a vector, myVec, which has the three numbers 1, 4, and 7. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you want to create a matrix. To do that, we could first do mymat less than dash matrix paren, and then the data we want to input into our matrix. Let's say it's the numbers 1 to 4. Then I need to specify the number of rows, doing n row equals 2, comma, and then the number of columns, so n col equals 2 in this case. Paren, enter. Now I can look at my mat. I can see that it's a 2 by 2 matrix where the values fill in by column. So it starts here, goes down that column, then starts at the next one, and continues on. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you have some vectors and you want to combine them so that they're two separate columns in a single matrix or data frame. We can use the cbind function to do that. So let's look at an example where we do x less than dash c paren 1 colon 5, enter, and I'm going to do y less than dash 1 colon 5, enter. So then I can combine them doing cbind x comma y. So I can see that I have two columns now. I can also do vals less than dash cbind, where I do 1 colon 5 and then 6 colon 10. Look at vals, and I can see that I have all the values between 1 and 10 as two separate columns. So if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you have two vectors and you want to combine them into a matrix so that each vector is a row. We can do that by first creating some toy data. So we'll do x less than dash c paren 1 colon 5, enter, then y less than dash 6 colon 10, enter. Then I can combine them doing rbind x y. Now I have my new matrix with each vector as a row. I can make this a new object by just doing vals less than dash and then rbind x comma y, enter, and then I can look at that object by typing out vals and hitting enter. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you're interested in creating a data frame. So to do that, we can do mydf less than dash data.frame paren x equals 1 colon 4, comma, enter, y equals 8 colon 11, comma, enter, and then this last one, z, is just going to be the characters 2, paren, enter. So now if I look at my df, I can see that I have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 in x and y, and then the string 2 repeated 4 times in z. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to access some of R's built-in data, you can use the data function to get access to it. So to do that, you do data and then the name of the data set. So in this case, let's use the iris data set. So now we have the iris data set available to us, so we can do analyses using that data set. So I'm just looking at the first 5 columns and observations here of the iris data set. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, today we'll be talking about the head and tail functions in base R. The head function provides the first few observations, while the tail function provides the last few observations of a given data set. So let's look at the iris data set and then apply the head and tail functions to that data set. So we'll load the iris dataset doing data iris, then look at the head of the iris dataset. So here we have the first 6 observations with all of the columns of that iris dataset. And then we have the tail of iris, which provides the last few observations of the iris dataset. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say if I wanted to find out how to get the length of my vector in R. First step, we're going to create some data doing my data less than dash c paren 1, 4, 2, enter, and then I just use the length function. So my data, and I can see that it has 3 numbers or 3 elements in my vector. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you want to get better insights on the data that you're working with. To do that, we can use the dim, ncol, and nrow functions. So let's get started by just building some toy data, doing mymat less than dash, matrix, paren, nrow equals 2, comma, ncol equals 3, comma, and then the data is just zeros. So if I look at my mat, it's a 2 by 3 matrix data just of zeros. So then if I do the dimension of my mat, I can see that it's 2 by 3, and then ncol of my mat is 3, and then the number of rows via nrow is my mat 2. So if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you're interested in accessing specific rows and columns in your data frame. So let's first load some toy data doing data iris. Then we can access the first column by doing bracket, comma, 1 bracket. And this is giving us the first column of our iris data set. And if we wanted only the first row, we would just do bracket 1 comma bracket. And now we're just getting the first row, and similarly the third row. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, today we'll be talking about the rep function in R. The rep function allows you to repeat values or data multiple times. So let's look at a couple examples here. So let's do rep quote R quote comma 3. So in this case, I expect the character R to be repeated 3 times. So when I hit enter, I can see the character R repeated 3 times. I can use this not just for characters, but also colors that are in R, for example. So I could do blue 5, and now I have repeated the value blue 5 times. So this can be used in data visualization purposes when you want certain data points to be blue. I can also repeat data multiple times. So if I do rep 1 colon 2 comma 2, I'm going to repeat the values 1, 2 twice. So I can see I'm doing 1, 2, 1, 2. So then if I change this to C1, 3, 5, repeat this twice, I can see I'm repeating the data 1, 3, 5, the vector, twice. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you want to add a new column to a data frame in R. So first let's load some data. We'll do data iris. So then we can get the dimensions, or specifically the number of rows in our data, by doing dim iris bracket 1. So that's 150 rows. So then we can get half of that by doing L2 equals L divided by 2. So now if we do L2, we can see we have 70. So to create this new column, we'll do cols less than dash, C paren rep paren quote blue quote comma L2 paren comma enter rep paren quote violet quote comma L2 paren enter, and then I will create a new column doing iris $ colors less than dash cols enter, and then if I do iris bracket 1 colon 3 comma 4 colon 6 paren bracket, I can see that I have a new 6th column. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say that you want to access specific elements of a vector. So to do that, let's first load some toy data. And if we look at the head of iris $sepal.length, we can see that we have these 6 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then if we want to just access the third value, we can do iris $sepal.length bracket 3, and then we're just getting the third value here. And then if we want to get a number of different values, we can just change this to a vector of values. So we can do C1 comma 4 enter. So now we're getting the first and the fourth. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe.